Welcome, everyone, to another edition of Marketing the Invisible. I'm Tom Poland, beaming out to you from the Sunshine Coast in Australia. Joined today by Jeff J. Hunter. Jeff, my man, welcome, sir. G'day from down under. Where are you hanging out?
Great to be back with you. I'm here in good old sunny California.
And are you North or South California?
I'm near the Bay Area, so northern.
Oh, so you've escaped the worst of the hot weather, or are you getting those Canadian smoke from the fires? Or
You know what? We've been getting like pretty hot, 105, but it was weird because this year is like
wow.
the summer didn't come until late, so now we're all complaining that it's hot, but it was pretty nice all year. So
Well,
I can't
it's
complain too much.
the weather's often a conversation at coffee shops, and I always think if we didn't have weather, what people talk about the hairdresser or the coffee shop. Well, hopefully you're staying cool up there. Jeff, show everyone your shirt. Come on, stick your chest out, man. If you're listening to this on audio, you got to see the video. The shirt says, "Savage marketer, I don't follow trends, I create them." Boom.
That's it. That's the motto. That's what we're doing. Because you can either be average or you can be savage.
Well, I be average or be savage. Well, I'm really happy to follow just a step behind you, Jeff, because I know you're doing great work, and I know you're taking the risk and you're making things happen. Folks, not Jeff's first interview here, but he just does things so superbly well that I wanted you to benefit from his knowledge and expertise and catch up on where we're at with AI and marketing. He's a successful entrepreneur, former Fortune 500 IT project manager, so he knows tech stuff like inside out, upside down, the back of his hand. And he has a passion for helping businesses achieve success leveraging AI. Yes, it's coming, and it's like a steamroller, to paraphrase someone else. You're either going to be on board or you're going to be part of the road. And building remote teams. So topic today, Jeff, is how to supercharge your business with AI and virtual assistants. Let's get that clock ticking. Question number one, sir. 7 minutes starts now. Who's your ideal client?
Well, my ideal client is somebody who either is a business owner or maybe a digital marketing consultant, agency owner, maybe they're a coach consultant, and they're tired of trying to find people to do things for them. And by the way, I just want to point out, I love people and I love using people and technology together. I think that's what the real combination is.
Right, because you're leveraging off the strengths of both, I guess. People become more efficient with and often more effective with the right use of the right technology. It's not. I know you're not just. It probably needs to be said that some people will look at this and go, well, very often it's technology, is looking for it's a solution that looking for a problem. So it's got to be the right tech. We understand that, but that marriage between the right person and the right tech can supercharge things. There's no question about that, and frees up so much time.
I see it this way, Tom. If somebody really can replace a lot of their team with AI, it means that their team probably wasn't that valuable in the first place, or you built the wrong team. Because quite frankly, what I found is that you use AI to really supercharge and superpower the team you've got.
Right. So in this case, it's not like it's some sort of manufacturing line or script writing or something. We're talking about, to use a cliche word, empowering your existing team or adding to your existing team with more people, not less people, but using AI to accelerate productivity, to make people's jobs easier too and more effective. And heck, if anyone's used AI, it's just flat out fun. So that's never a bad idea.
Well, it's not just rainbows and butterflies, though, because I will have to tell you, even in my own team, I used to have 5 copywriters, but one of my copywriters who really excelled at AI and was really, learning and diving deep, she's now able to do the work of all the other 5 people. And she's pretty much the only copywriter I have left. So, there's definitely going to be, I think the biggest impact is going to be copywriting, marketing, content creation, because right now with the power of ChatGPT and my new favorite, Claude.ai, that's what it can do really well, is like actual content creation and writing. So,
yeah, that's really interesting. So it's not all beer skittles. Okay. Yeah, get on board the steamroller, that's for sure. Otherwise, you're going to be part of the road. So tell us about the problem you solve.
Well, the problem is that, we're in an ever-growing space where it's always hard to find the right talent and technology is complicated. So what I figured out is a simple way. It's called the AI persona method, which is how to think of AI as creating your own AI employee that does things for you. So like in a day, it used to be so hard to recruit for people and find the right resource, or had to experiment, hire people, fire people. Now you can actually create from AI, a copywriter, a social media person. You can create a customer service agent. You can do all sorts of stuff with AI. So that's the problem I solve, is by creating human-like AI personas. That's the key, human-like.
And what do you mean by persona?
A persona is basically, it's a person that's made out of AI, a persona.
Personalized.
So what would
Okay,
that
got it.
persona be? Like, you're a
Yeah.
copywriter, you have a bubbly attitude, like you're literally building. It's like, do you ever remember that show Weird Science? I don't know, maybe I've dated myself, but in America we had the show called Weird Science, where these two kids basically made this hot model robot AI. And
Yeah.
like, we could literally create these sexy AI to do all the things we don't like to do in our business.
I mean, it's quite extraordinary. And folks, I mean, I've been around long enough, a bit of an old salty dog, that I've seen these things, and you really, I mean, in a way, you don't want to be right at the forefront of AI. You want, other people to do this for you, because there's going to be some oopses along the way. But you got to get into this thing because it's here and it's real, and it's going to be. I think it's going to be the biggest thing that's happened to marketing for, like, I don't know, since people were trying to sell a wheel back in the caveman days.
I
So
agree.
just under 3 minutes left, Jeff. Um, how do people know they need this? What are the symptoms of people who are going, yeah, I need to look at this a bit closer?
Well, I think some of the common things to notice is if you always feel like you're overworked, you don't have enough resources, or if you have repetitive things, that's going to be the easiest thing to get off your plate. And some of the common mistakes that people use is they'll download those like prompt packs. You can't go on Facebook without seeing somebody's download like
Right.
3,000 prompts or whatever. It's not about prompts. It's about creating a human-like AI that actually understands your business, understands your target market, and is designed to do specific things that you need it to do.
Right. 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 Perfect. Thank you for that. Let's go to question 5, because just under 2 minutes left. Give us a top tip. Give people, folks, we're going to offer you a resource where you can find out more about this from Jeff's website. But just before that, a top tip that's not going to solve the whole problem, but it might just help people get started.
I'm going to go back to what I just said. Treat the AI like a human. Build it like a human. Think
Mm.
about what are the elements. Here's 6 things that everyone should know, and they're very quick. 1, you need to give a role of your AI. What will it do? You need to give it a personality. What will this person act like? And by the way, another hint as a marketer, it should be what your audience wants if it's creating content. Okay. The next piece is you tell it specifically what it's going to specialize in, copywriting, whatever it's going to be. Then you give it information about yourself, you give it information about your business. If you do all that, then you ask it to do something. Too many people ask it to do something. Before you give it anything to do, give it context.
Perfect. Boy, fantastic. Absolute gold mine there. 53 seconds left. Resource. Where can people go to find out more? Now, I've got the website, so I'm just, for the sake of time, going to tell you AI persona method.com. So there's AI, artificial intelligence, persona method.com. Bottom of that page, you're going to find something that I've been there. It's pretty valuable. Chris, just give us a quick 10-second heads up on what's there.
Yeah, if you go to aipersonamethod.com, you'll see at the very bottom of the page is a free AI strategy bootcamp. It's 3 training videos. It's completely free. Do it your own pace. Even has some prompts that you can use on how to actually use AI. And my favorite training, the 3rd video, is how to actually use the AI to make money by offering services that you don't like to do or probably weren't even skilled to do in the first place, thanks to AI. You can do it now.
First thing after this call is I'm going to go there and I'm going to be opting in. AIpersonamethod.com. Go to the bottom of the page and look for the 3-video bootcamp. Jeff's here. We don't have an affiliate arrangement. I'm not making any commission out of this. I'm sharing this with you guys because you've got to get on board that steamroller. 21 seconds left. Thank you, Jeff, for that generosity. 21 seconds left. What's the one question I should have asked you but didn't?
I would say, what's now your video audience can see this, but everyone listening in has no idea that behind
Right.
me I have this cool hat wall.
Yes.
And the question would be, why the heck do you have all those hats back there?
And why the heck do you have all those hats back there? I mean,
I
the only guys
I
we've
have,
interviewed that are a rack of hats behind them.
as an entrepreneur, we wear a lot of hats. So every single one of these hats behind my wall, which by the way, you guys can't see, but I have literally over a dozen hats, probably 24 back here. And every single one of them is either a brand that I've helped build or a brand that I've worked with. Or as my own brand. So I have my Savage Marketer podcast. I have my virtual assistant company. I have my branding agency. I have another client of mine, Meal Prep on Fleek. And so
Right.
now, whenever I work with someone, I always say, send me a hat.
Put the cap on. Hey, been a pleasure once again. Thanks, Jeff. Cheers.
Thanks, Tom.
Thanks for checking out our Marketing the Invisible podcast. If you like what we're doing here, please head over to iTunes to subscribe, rate us, and leave us a review. It's very much appreciated. And if you want to generate 5 fresh leads in just 5 hours, then check out www.5hourchallenge.com.